Advocacy is important. Get involved. Let others who are in decision-making and policy roles know that people who will be impacted by your decisions really care.
AARP Advocacy is a way to give a voice to the 50-plus across Texas. We help people engage with their legislators, their members of Congress, and talk about public policy issues that are important to the 50-plus.
What sets us apart from other organizations is really, truly our membership. Across the country, we have nearly 38 million, and that comes with a lot of power.
More than any other group, a higher percentage of persons who are older cast ballots. And legislators know that. And so they will listen to us because they know that we represent a constituency that votes.
And when you advocate, it lets the public know that this is important. And whether you're advocating for or against, the fact remains that your audience knows that this is something that we need to pay attention to.
Our number one priority issue is Social Security. We have a lot of people where it is the majority of their income in retirement.
We want to preserve Social Security so it continues to provide the benefits that people expect and have earned.
We're always concerned about Medicare coverage for older adults because for many people that is their primary source for receiving health care benefits.
Broadband is no longer a luxury, it's really a utility. And people need to have access to the internet to work, to get access to resources, both rural and in urban areas.
We have a lot of people in this state that are relying on the long-term care system to take care of them or their loved one, and we want to ensure that people have safe places to go. We also work on healthcare access issues, such as making sure that people have access to primary care. We work a lot on medical billing and transparency, food security, and housing. Those are basic needs issues that really affect the 50-plus. We have such a hot summer and sometimes a very cold winter here in Texas, and so we want to make sure that we are working with our legislators and our agencies to ensure that people have reliable utilities.
We were also involved with the effort to try to get Medicare the ability to negotiate prices on certain drugs. We wanted to be sure that we got the best we could get and that we've saved money for our taxpayers.
Working in community really impacts people every single day. We want to make sure that their everyday lives are better because of the work that we do, and we get to do that by working at the local level.
So we worked really closely in Dallas with the city government to ensure that there were protections against people being exploited by payday lenders. We have been very involved in ensuring that it is a good, safe place for people to age. In El Paso, we were very involved in passing a complete streets ordinance, which is related to having a livable community for seniors in that area, making sure that people have safe, complete sidewalks to walk on. We worked really closely in San Antonio in getting housing bonds passed to make sure people had affordable housing. So Texas is a huge state, 254 counties, a lot of rural area. We have a lot of small towns across the state where we have a very aging population. We need to make sure that people have access to the things they need, such as access to health care.
Austin is a rapidly growing city. There are people moving to Austin every single day, and with that demand comes a strain on our supply. Home is a resolution that has passed in Austin. It would reduce the minimum lot size to 2,500 square feet. It would allow 3 units by right on each home lot. And so what this does is it makes the building of a duplex or a triplex easier within single-family zoning. When you have the ability to build another unit on your lot, you can have families living near each other. This helps grandparents help with childcare for their grandkids. It also allows for adult children to keep their aging parents in the community as well. So it's really something that supports family caregivers, which we know is very important to older adults. Once we have that idea of, okay, here's a place where, say, Austin could do better, we then work with elected officials. We share our resources and our knowledge with them. We recruit volunteers who can tell their story of how this policy would impact their life. We reach out to our members and make them aware of what we're working on, and we try to provide a platform for older adults to share their stories and make their voice heard.
The heart of AARP are our volunteers. Without them, we would be nothing.
They are the face of AARP. They are the people who can talk to their legislators, tell the stories about what's affecting them back home, and highlight the need for public policy to change. There's no replacement for that.
AARP is nonpartisan, but that's not to say that we lose sight of what the issues are.
I think the 50 plus needs to stay informed, to understand the issues that are going on in their community, and that they speak about it, and that they hold their elected officials accountable, and that they have a relationship with those elected officials. It's critically important that you speak out and that you make your voice heard and put a face to the issue.